Okay, today for Step Up to Writing, guys, we're going to be working on the reds, or what we call the E's. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to look at our Step Up to Writing resource notebook. So in the resource notebook, let me see. Nope, wrong one. This one. In our resource notebook, and you have the same thing in your composition book. So you should be looking at your composition book as well as this slide, and you're going to highlight exactly what I have highlighted on this screen here. So we're going to take a look at the E's, and we color them either pink or light red. And the E's actually stand for explanations, experiences, examples, evidence, and elaboration. So the reason you need the E's is because you're going to stop and explain. So yesterday you learned about transitions. Transitions introduce a key idea. And you can't just have a key idea, you need to explain your key idea. And so the purpose of the E's is to add interest and credibility to your writing and help the reader understand your ideas. So always ask yourself if you have enough E's so you completely explain your star ideas. It says here to check to see that you have included specific examples or presented enough evidence. So when you think of the E's or the reds, think of these words. Have I explained or shared experiences, provided examples, given events, evidence, elaboration, give examples from everyday life, included an expert opinion if that was needed, given exact information, and if you had effective illustrations or analogies to back up your key idea or star idea. So here's an example of a T-chart, and the topic is aerial artists, and I'll show you in a little bit in our paragraph that we're going to do a however topic sentence for this topic. So aerial artists. Well, the first star, the first key idea is that rope artists, they twist and spin, and you need a lot of leg and arm strength. They also hang upside down, and they are supported from their feet. Another thing to know about artists is that they swing on bars. And some examples or explanations of this is that they release, they fly through the air, and they catch one another. And so you notice that we kind of already thought about our conclusion by saying that, well, there's probably really big risks in being an aerial artist. So here's an example of a sample Step Up to Writing paragraph, and we used our T-chart here, and you can see how they work together. So remember, we're focusing on the E's, the examples. So here's our however topic sentence. And well, I'm sorry, I'll back up. We have a title here, the best part of the show. So our however topic sentence is, I love going to the circus, semicolon, however, comma. My favorite part is watching the aerial artists. So this is our however topic sentence. And you remember, what we're going to focus on and write about is the position part of this topic sentence. And the position part is this. My favorite part is watching the aerial artists. And so that's why, if you look at your T-chart here, we're focusing only on the aerial artists. Okay, so we have our first key idea. First of all, transition word. First of all, I adore the rope artists. And here it is right here. Now, we can't just say that and continue on and then talk about artists on swinging on bars. We need to stop and explain. So I'm going to repeat the transition. It says, first of all, I adore the rope artists. And let me do some explaining and stop. Okay, I'm going to refer back to my T-chart and remember the notes I took. Okay, so from that, I'm going to write my E's. These artists have incredible leg and arm strength. They twist and spin their bodies all the while hanging upside down by their feet. Okay, then I'm going to go on to my second star or key idea. And that's my second transition. Another type of aerial artist I enjoy watching are the ones who swing on bars. And that's right here. And remember, I then need to go to my E's. And I'm going to take a look at my notes and see what I wrote. Okay, then I'm going to continue on. Watching them fly through the air and catch one another leaves me breathless. When they release each other, my heart races. Okay, so, well, and I'll finish up with the conclusion. Although the aerial artists make it look simple and easy, when you really think about it, they are taking big risks with their body, and that makes me admire and respect those artists even more. We're going to talk about conclusions tomorrow, so don't worry about this part for now, the conclusion. But notice something to note about the E's, the reds. You notice that of all the colors, the green, topic sentence, yellow transitions, and the red examples, you notice that the color that we have the most of is the red. And that's because that's where we need to stop and explain. That's where you need to elaborate, provide examples, give evidence. Now, if you don't have too many reds, that means you haven't explained yourself well. That means you are lacking examples and evidence. Okay, so when you have colored your step up to writing paragraph, you really should see a lot of reds. Okay, because remember, your topic sentence and your transitions are only one sentence each for each section. So let me show you what you need to get done for homework. For your homework, you're going to go to your E slides, and the first slide is actually an example slide for you, just like the other day's homeworks. So the E's, here's an example of what you need to do. So the writing prompt, and we're using the same writing prompt from the other day. What is your favorite school lunch? And explain why. So here's the same T-chart. It's baked chicken, crispy skin. We're going to stop and explain. I know it's not healthy. It's perfectly crispy and salty. And then the next reason why I like baked chicken is because of the juicy meat. And here are the notes I've taken for the explanation or examples of why. And the last star idea, I like the roll that comes with the baked chicken. And here's the E's. Okay, so we've broken it down. So I'm going to come up with a topic sentence, and I use the however topic sentence. I enjoy a lot of school lunches, semicolon. Still, comma, baked chicken has to be my all-time favorite. Now here's a transition sentence. To begin with, I loved baked chicken for its crispy skin. And remember, that's the first star idea. Okay, now I need to continue on and provide examples, the E's. So I'm going to look back at my T-chart and kind of look at what I jotted down. Then I'm going to write at least 3 sentences for my E's. Although I know that the chicken skin is not good for my health, I can't help myself. The skin is perfectly crispy with just the right amount of salt. I usually save the chicken skin and eat it last. Okay, so that's an example of the E's. The next transition, I'm going to look at my T-chart again, and I remembered, okay, I'm going to talk about the second reason why I liked baked chicken is because of the juicy meat. So let's go back down. Next, baked chicken is my favorite because of the juiciness of the meat. Okay, remember, it's only one sentence. I have my transition word. And Here are my 3 sentences to explain about the juiciness of the meat. When I pierce my fork into the chicken, I see all the yummy juices ooze out. The meat falls off the bone and is very soft. Together with the rice, this school lunch always satisfies my hunger. Okay, and then I'm going to look back. The last thing will be about the roles. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the last transition. Oops. Finally, let's see where it is. Finally, baked chicken is the best lunch ever since it is always served with a warm roll. And here's my stopping to explain. The roll is always soft, and if I get to lunch early enough, it is also warm. It fills me up quickly, so I make sure I eat my baked chicken first. I wish these rolls were served with every school lunch. So this is your example slide for the E's. Now if you go to the next slide, this is where you're going to show what you learned and show what you know about the E's by doing this slide. So the writing prompt says make a bucket list for the next 10 years of your life. So a bucket list is, things that you want to do, like a wish list, something that you want to do in your life. So think about the next 10 years of your life. What are some things that you want to accomplish or do? So I want you to come up with 3 star ideas, 3 ideas on what you would want to do. Now, if one of the items for the bucket list was to, maybe one of your bucket list items is to maybe in the next 10 years, let's see, you're only about 10. So maybe you want to travel to Disneyland. So maybe one of your bucket list items is Disneyland. Then on the right hand side for the E's, explain why. Why would that be a bucket list item for you? Why Disneyland? Why do you want to go there? What do you want to see there? Okay, another bucket list item could be getting straight A's in high school. Okay, then on this side you can talk about maybe why and maybe how you can make that possible, and then come up with the last bucket list item and then provide examples. Okay, on the bottom you're going to come up with an occasion, position, or a however topic sentence. You can choose which one. Remember, it's just one sentence. You're going to come up with a transition, 1 sentence transition. Make sure you have your transition word, you have a star idea, you refer back to your topic sentence in your transition sentence, and then make sure then you go on to your E's here. Please be sure that it's 3 sentences long and that you have explained, looking back at your T-chart, your star idea. Okay? It'll explain and give examples and elaborate on why you chose those items as your bucket list items. Okay? So you're going to do that for all 3 of your bucket list items. Now, again, if you have any questions, please see your teacher during office hours. And have a good day. Bye-bye.